it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh, my word. Oh, my God. Deep to right field. Way up there. And way out of here.
Down the sideline, Jefferson. Another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle, stayed on his feet.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take with yours truly, Blake Neiman. And neither Oregon or Oregon State was going to have any part of the FCS upsets this season, as they made blight work of their undermatched opponents, starting with the Beavs' 42-0 blowout victory over the Idaho Vandals. They came out looking like every bit of the 23-point favorite that they were favored to be, scoring touchdowns on 6 of their first 7 drives. With that big of a lead, the defense could have just eased up, but they didn't, bunkering down and not allowing the Vandals to post a single point for their first shutout in 13 years. Oregon State finished with 10 tackles for a loss, led by Riley Sharp and Kyrie Fisher, who had 2 each. On offense, the Beavers' run game continued to thrive with 248 total yards, led by B.J. Baylor, Trey Lowe, and Deshaun Fenwick, who combined for 196 yards and 3 touchdowns. Through the air, Chance Nolan continued to be efficient, completing 74% of his passes for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's got good to feel good for the Beavs with a winning record going into conference play. In fact, it's the first time in 6 years that the Beavs have a record over 500. Oregon State now just has to win 4 of their final 9 games to become bowl eligible for the first time since 2013. But the road sure won't be easy, as next week they have to head to the Coliseum to take on USC, somewhere the Beavs haven't won since 1960. But who knows? Beaver football is already making history in 2021. Why not make some more? As for the mighty Oregon Ducks, they managed Stony Brook 42-7 despite a slow start. The Ducks scored just 17 first-half points, with Kayvon Thibodeau being sidelined for the second straight week. The Seawolves were able to use their run game to score at the end of the first quarter and get up on the Ducks. Yet, when the D-line got pressure in the pass game, Verone McKinley took advantage with 2 interceptions down the stretch that prevented the Seawolves from closing in on the Ducks' lead. Unfortunately, just before halftime, the Ducks suffered another loss, with QB1 Anthony Brown taking 2 brutal sacks that sent him to the locker room, and he would not return from there. This meant true freshman Ty Thompson was going to finally see his first action of the season. Thompson was ready for the moment, making himself right at home in Autzen Stadium, throwing for 82 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 54-yard heave to fellow true freshman Dante Thornton. Travis Dye did the majority of the groundwork throughout the day, rushing for 87 yards with a touchdown, while last week's standout Ohio State CJ Verdell chipped in 56 yards. While Oregon dominated in Week 3, other teams like Oklahoma struggled against their opponents, specifically Nebraska, which ultimately moved the Ducks up to number 3 in the AP Top 25 poll on Sunday. This is the first time the Ducks have been ranked this high up in the poll since their national championship game run in 2014. And the national attention will just keep rolling in for the Ducks, as next week's conference opener against Arizona will be televised through ESPN. It's been a great start for both teams in 2021, and I look forward to watching how both continue to develop and succeed throughout the season. Hope you all enjoyed that episode of Blake's Take. You can catch all of it and more on the socials at Blake's Take _2 or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.